Okay, class, we are in the third video now. In this one, I will, before discussing a few sample programs, what I wanted to do is I just wanted to show you something. That is, it is quite possible to have the nested form of dictionary, which we saw in the previous cases, like we saw the nested list, nested tuple. But what is the utility of nested dictionary as such? Just see the rules. When we discuss the programs at length, you will see the utility of it. Um, for example, say A is a student, right? A is the name of a student, and everybody, like I will take three students, everybody is doing, say, same three subject, physics, chemistry, and maths. And these are his marks. I'm just showing you a small thing. It might be helpful to you while doing the programs. These are the marks for him in three subjects. I noted them down in a dictionary. Fine. And it makes sense also because the keys are the subjects and the dictionary name signifies the student. So it's easier to remember that way. Uh, B is another student. I have done the similar thing for B as well. But what I have done, I will change the value and we will try to have a nested form this way. Say here the values are 85, 89, and say 91. And say there is a third student also. There is a third student. In fact, one of this kind of exercise was given in your textbook. I cannot remember what was the question exactly. The book is not with me at this moment. Say these are the three students. So dictionary names ABC are the names of three students, and I told you to prepare a nested kind of a dictionary wherein every student will be represented. Okay, every student will become a key finally. So if every student will become a key, then what will happen is in a class, say that the name of the class is student. Okay, let's say class 12. Let me call it class 12. That will be easier for us to understand. This is the name of my dictionary, and I told every student will be represented. Every student will be represented, like the value of every key should be the student. So what we can do is we can here write, look at this straight away. A, the name of a dictionary. 2 is B. 3 is C. So if there are three students, the key is one. One is representing, two is representing, and three, they're representing the number of students, and A, B, C are the names. But here, interestingly, look at this. Although A is supposed to be a value, and value is supposed to be included within double quotation mark if it is alphanumeric. But since A, B, C are the dictionaries, we can straight away write their names. So this is how also Python permits us to write a nested form of dictionaries. You can see if you print class 12, look at this, how it looks like. It looks like one is a dictionary and one, the value part of one, the key value combination, if we see in the value part itself is another dictionary. Fine. So this is how a nested form of dictionary can also be possible. But the nesting part will obviously happen in the value part, not in the key part, because key has to be something like which is immutable, right? So therefore, only the value part can be the nested form of the dictionary. That is one thing I just wanted to tell you. Second thing, in the book, I just saw a question which I thought of telling you because not everybody will be able to solve in your class. Look at this. It's a very simple question. What they said that you take, the 12 months of a year, you input the name of the months and you input number of days present in the month, right? I did not take the value 12. I just wanted to show you a small demonstration with the value 6, right? It's only 6 months I will take. So I have taken a blank dictionary here, okay? And you know that from the blank dictionary you can grow it if you want to. So that's what exactly I have done. I have input the name of the month and the respective number of days, maximum number of days present in the month. And then month is my dictionary. I used month value, that is M as a key, and I wrote equal to D. That means maximum number of days will be its value. That is how I formed the dictionary. Now the next part of the question was to print all the names and the maximum number of days present in the month, to print the month names and the respective maximum number of days in such a way that the month number are in ascending order, alphabetical order. So alphabetical order means, again, I took a simple for loop with, there are a number of ways of doing it. I've done it in a simple way like this. 65 to 91, because 65 to 90 will be the range of the ASCII code of the capital letters. Now here you can, I did not do it, but if you want to be more sure that the month names are entered in capital, you can write either M dot capitalize or um, M dot upper. Both the things would be fine to make sure that all the month names are entered in capital letters. Then if you see this part, I have taken the character out. Here obviously my first character will be capital A, because 65 will be the first value, second value will be 66, third is 67, and so on. So accordingly here in CH I will get the character A or B or C at a time. And then when the value is A, I'm trying to access all the key values, all the keys basically. So keys are the month names. And if the first letter, look at the 0th character of the key, here key is a string. So 0th character of the string means the first character basically, if it is matching with CH. That means if any month starting with capital A, that is to be printed first, because 65 will be the first value of 65, that is capital A will be the first value of CH. So next value of CH will be capital B, next will be capital C. So since this goes in order, in alphabetical order, month numbers has to follow alphabetical order, because that comes as a nested loop. So that is how I have done it. I will give you a small assignment on this. I cannot remember exactly what all questions were there. This was definitely a part of it, but there were 2, 3 other parts which you can do looking at this one. And the third program, which I thought I would tell you, you know, the distance between 2 points, fine, which is very simple. Okay, for those of you who are doing this in the studying in the science stream, for you it is very simple, but it may not be very simple for the students, those who are in humanities. Fine. I would just like to remind them that if you want, you can take the help from this, but I don't know, from your class 10 knowledge, you may remember it also. What you have to do, say, we want to find out the distance between 2 points in a three-dimensional plane. So what is the formula? I wanted to write the formula here, but somehow yeah, it has opened. It's running pretty slow. What is the formula? The formula is, say, if there are 2 points, you know, the point is represented by its x coordinate, y coordinate, and z coordinate. So if I can say that any point P1, right? P1 is the point. So that point is represented by, say, there are three uh, dimensions: x coordinate, y coordinate, and so y and the z coordinate. Right? There are three coordinates. If it is given, P1 is given, another point P2 is given, fine. Then what we do, then the formula which we use is like this: square root of x minus x2 whole square, right? So we can just print it like this. Uh, x1 minus x2 square, right? Then comes plus Again, we need to take this, okay, y1 minus y2 square, y1 minus y2 square. Similarly, I'm not writing the whole thing. One more factor would be plus z1 minus z2 square. That is how it goes. So basically what I mean to, what I was trying to tell you here is, if P equal to, those of you who are not in science stream, pay attention to this. You may find it little difficult, may not also. Now, if I write here P1 and if I write here, say P2, okay, P2 is say 3, 6, and 8. So who is X1 here? X1 is this and X2 is this, right? So X1 minus X2, that means 1 minus 3 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Similarly, z1 minus z2 whole square. That is the formula. So to represent that, what I have done, it can be, this was also given in your textbook, this simple program. So look at this, I just represented two points by two dictionaries. So X, Y, Z are basically the keys. They represent X coordinate, Y coordinate, and Z coordinate, and their values basically represent the coordinate values, the position values. Now, this you can input also. I have taken fixed values, but if you want, you can ask user to input. I'm sure you will be able to input this. There should not be any problem. And then what I have done, look at this, math.square root, math.sqrt to get the square root, and inside which I wrote x1 minus x2 square. So how do I get x2, x1 minus x2 square, or x2 minus x1 square, whatever it is. So it is the same thing basically. So I wrote p2 of x. So this is my x2. So to get this value 6, I wrote p2, and within square bracket I wrote its key value x. Okay, and I have to get the P16 also. So P16 means I have to write P1 as dictionary name, and inside I have to write the key. That is how I'll get 3. And double star meaning, you know, it's a square of this. So that is how I have done for X part, Y part, and Z part, and I just printed the value. Fine. So these two other things. I will see some more programs, interesting programs from this thing from your textbook, and those ones you can try out as assignments. Fine. So that's end of the chapter dictionary. I will try to do a lot of, in the form of assignment, I will try to give some output based problems you practice, because output problems are the ones which are most likely, in my opinion,